Hi, this is Chico Resch. You are listening to the Let's Go Devils podcast on the Primetime Radio Network.
Happy Devils Friday. This is Devils After Dark, coming to you live from American Whiskey, 51 Edison Place, across the street from Prudential Center, next to Championship Plaza. And cross-continent to Beverly Hills, California, it is Scotty of Sirius XM Liquid Metal. Streaming live on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, X Live, and Twitch on the Let's Go Devils Network as the Devils get shot down by the Winnipeg Jets 6-1 tonight at the Rock. I feel miserable, Scotty. Mad. Not happy. I try to be positive. And then Chico looks at me like, Sammy, Devils lost their best player. And then he walked off.
Yeah, they lost their effort too. A couple weeks ago, it feels like. We've been kind of preparing for this adventure down the drain, but yeah, it's finally here and upon us. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Devils After Dark. Sam Woo over there in downtown Newark. Scotty out here in LA. Hello to everyone on YouTube, Facebook, and X. And yeah, let's roll through this game recap pretty quickly here, Sam Woo, because there's not much to talk about, all right? The only things that did happen were trade deadline today. And don't you worry about a thing, because every player we wanted to get, we didn't.
Nope.
No big splashy moves or anything like that coming to the New Jersey Devils. Siegs is gone for the year. Jack is gone for the year. Dougie is most likely gone for the year. We bring in Dumoulin, okay, for a depth defenseman over there. Sprong, Cody Glass. That's what a whopping combined like 6 or 7 goals on the year right there between those two. So,
but they're solid goals. They're solid
goals. They're solid
Yes.
goals, and they will fit in perfectly to the black hole that is the Devils' bottom 6. And then we re-signed Kovacevic for 5 years. Ew, $4 million per. I don't know about that one. I liked his game in the beginning of the season. He seems to have leveled off. I don't know. I have a feeling that might be one that we're looking back on in a year or two and saying, what in the hell was Fitzy doing? I could see maybe a 2-year or a 3-year contract, but 5 years. Oh, boy. But either way, let's get to the action here. First period. Timo Meier came out and played really well, had a big, massive hit there in the corner, kind of pumped up the crowd. And that was about it for the Devils on this evening. There's nothing much else. We had Jesper Bratt, right in front of the net with a loose puck in the crease, and he loses a stick battle there. Kind of gets flipped backwards. Right after that, Jets go the other way. Iafole gets a shot on goal, and then he cuts in front of the net, gets his own rebound, and he puts it over the leg and under the glove of one Jacob Markstrom for the Jets to go up 1-0. And then in the second, Markey made a bad play coming out of the net, playing the puck. He shoots it right into one of the Jets forward, and Kovacevic had no other option right then and there but to grab a hold of said Jets forward and take a penalty. And then it's not too long after that, it was actually with 7 seconds left in the power play. Morrissey is left alone in the center slot area. He scoops up a big rebound, and the Devils have 3 guys. I don't know who was on defense at that point, but for some reason, Jesper Bratt was in the other defensive position. So somebody was not where they were supposed to be. I'm not sure who it was, but don't matter. Another one in the back of the net. Easy, rebound put home there. Markstrom, no opportunity on there. Then later on, Ehlers, he's skating a big cycle around and, he just kind of loses his man. And he sees a lane. He's got some traffic in front, a screen on Markstrom, and he puts a good shot, kind of medium height, to the far side of the net. Finds its way to the back. Jets up 3-0. And then the Devils finally get on the board. Dawson Mercer, who despite his best efforts in an attempt to shoot the puck right into the goalie, he somehow does get it to deflect off of Hellebuck's pads and go into the back of the net. Yes, wide open. Kovacevic cuts to the middle, passes across to Dawson Mercer at the side. All he had to do was tuck it in, by the post, and he shoots it more towards the center of the net. Like I said, luckily somehow it deflected in off of Hellebuck's leg pad, but our boy Dawson Mercer on pace for his worst season in the NHL. Just to top the one from last year, which was his other worst season. So good things going on right there. After that, Simone Nemec forgot to play in the third period completely, kind of reminding me all of a sudden of what Mackenzie Blackwood looked like when he was on the Devils. We know Blackwood is now lighting it up with the Colorado Avalanche. But when he was on the Devils, he looked bored. He looked uninterested, looked like he wasn't paying attention most of the time. Shimon, maybe you should stop believing your own hype, kid. How about that? 3 goals in the third period. And I believe he was on the ice for all of them. And there's nothing like completely not paying attention and having your back turned to a play, and an alley-oop pass comes in and just happens to land in your feet, and you don't know what to do with it because your back is turned. And so you just try a D-to-D pass, and oh, look at that. The good team was paying attention, and who was that? Lowry. Lowry just skates right in the middle, intercepts that pass, takes it right in, scores a goal. The Jets end up scoring 2 more. Nemec also on the last one doesn't tie up a stick at the side of the net. 6-1 Jets. What is going on with this team? I am not sure, but be prepared, everybody, because they are crashing fast. And without Dougie, without Jack, that's a lot of offensive power. Not in the lineup. Siegs was a dominant force with Kovacevic at the beginning of the year. They had a great tag team together, but I don't know, maybe Dumoulin and Kovacevic can kind of recapture that magic. It's not that he's been terrible, but he's just leveled off, I feel like, to what his expected play will be. I think in the beginning of the year, I think it's apparent now, a lot of this team was playing above expectations. And now they're, now I think they're actually playing below expectations. But not a lot of help from Fitzgerald. Seemed to be sitting on his hands the entire time. Mikko Rantanen, off to the Dallas Stars. Brock Nelson went to, where did he go? Colorado. All the guys that we've been talking about, none of them landed in New Jersey. And imagine being Colorado, trading Rantanen to Carolina, and then they trade him to Dallas, who they will probably be seeing in the playoffs. Ooh, that one's got a sting right there. But yeah, this team, I don't know. I've been saying it for weeks. They just look stagnant out there. They don't put a 60-minute effort in. We had a good 5-6 minutes there in the third, and the Jets were like, "Oh, hang on, we're the Winnipeg Jets here. Hold my Ann Crew brew while we go put 3 goals into the net and bury you." And I don't know what Sheldon Keefe is doing. It seems to be the same game plan, the same lines rolling out there. Once again, you got a second line of Mercer, Tatar, and who else? I don't even remember. Oh, Palat. All you got to do is shut down the first line on this team, and that's all she wrote. So, not looking forward to too much. We got Philadelphia over the weekend, and then, oh boy, the Columbus Blue Jackets come to town on Tuesday. We got 2 games within 2 weeks with the Columbus Blue Jackets, and I know Columbus is just licking their chops right now, just waiting to get here to New Jersey. to play this team because they are now only 4 points behind. I think the Red Wings are 6 points, 5 points. I gotta look. Let's get to the old Sam Woo. While I'm looking at this, why don't you jump in here with your expertise on the? Oh yeah, so Ottawa has got 67. The Rangers got 67 points, and the Wings and the Canadiens both have 66. Devils only 72. So all the leads are done shrinking. And Carolina at least picked it up a little bit. You know, they got 78 points now. But the Devils have been atrocious. They are, 9, 14, and 3 in their last 26 games.
Wow.
That's not good.
It's not good. I did all I could to psychologically damage Connor Hellebuck.
I witnessed it.
Did you have a burrito in your pocket, Sam Woo?
No, I did not.
Son of a... What did we tell you about the damn burrito in the pocket, Sam Woo? Come on! You're killing this team!
So I'm going to say this for Sam. Sam had Section 8 seating tonight in Section 8.
A nice fan gave me a nice ticket.
And he was very appreciative.
Yes.
However, when you give Sam a ticket in that section, he forgets about the common folk. And he lives amongst the high-flouting hucksters in Section 8. And he did not go for his burrito because he was amongst the wealthy of the arena. And he forgot about the common everyday man that wants to see this team win. I mean, I was giving and when Sam was trying to get after Hellebuck, I was trying to give him historical references to use.
That he was a traitor. He let down his country.
I was trying to give him, call him a Benedict Arnold, something like historical. But he didn't. And it didn't work. Well, maybe it bothered him a little bit since Dawson Mercer, who...
What, that he's a Four Nations failure, Connor Hellebuck?
You never used the line. I gave you that perfect line.
I did.
No, you didn't use it like that.
I streamed it out loud.
Not that way.
How did I do it?
You'd said something hey, you're a Four Nations failure. You broke it up. You ad-libbed.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. You ad-libbed. Anyway, Scotty, maybe he got to him a little bit because he let that goal up right in the beginning of the third, but, Sam wasn't there on that end of the ice to keep bothering him away. But I'll tell you the worst thing, and I'm sure you brought it up in your rundown, Scotty. Nemec was a -3 in the last 7 minutes of the game.
He sucks. I'm done with him.
7 minutes.
I'm done with him.
If the first two didn't happen, I could give him a little bit of leeway on the third because that was a crap bounce off the backboards. But that one he gave away right by the hash marks. That went up high over Markstrom's glove. And it's like, holy hell, man. I don't... So I like to try to give the players, I'm not in the NHL. I know there's a lot of pressure. But that he is becoming a human mistake machine.
Yep.
And I guarantee he's getting some flack in the locker room like, hey, I thought you said you were supposed to be here. I thought there was an article. You said you're supposed to be here. Like, I guarantee he's catching hell for that. But he's in over his head right now. And I was just talking to the guy to the right of me. Like, we should have traded him today, but it's like, if you look at the last 7 minutes of this game, like, what's his value? He has no
not
trade
very
value.
Much.
Like,
not yet. Not
we
very
would
much.
we would have maybe have had to give him to someone for a 6th or a 7th rounder. Like, at that point, it's like you'd rather wait and package him over the summer. But I'll tell you another thing I noticed in the third period, too. When it went, so it was 3-1 in the third, and Nemec started the disaster with that giveaway.
Mm-hmm.
The body language of Jacob Markstrom, I can tell you, he was pissed off.
I'm sure.
And one of the big things I noticed was he made that big glove save within like the last 5 minutes. And if what we got to see right there in the corner, he made the big glove save and then he just threw the puck on the ice. Didn't sell it, just like he's like, here, take the damn thing away. And when they another time after that, when they went to shovel the ice, he didn't even go to the bench. He wanted nothing to do with going to that bench. Markstrom's pissed, and I don't blame him. He is doing all he can, and this team cannot score. And the team is failing Markstrom. Markstrom has after this season 2 good years to bring a cup into his house. And this team is failing him right now.
Absolutely. I mean, I feel like it's the same situation we had with Jake Allen last week when, he came out for cramps. But,
in Colorado, yeah.
Yeah. He looked beyond disgusted, in the third period because it was just like the team completely stopped playing, on the defensive side of the game. It's hard to watch. I will tell you that. It's definitely hard to watch over here.
It is.
I don't know how it was in person. I'm sure it was very deflating.
Oh, it's awful in person.
Yeah. But this is hard to watch that this team is just slow burn crashing after the phenomenal first half of the year they had. Like I said, they are 9-14-3 in their last 26 games now.
Which is bad.
They were 9-13-3 in the 25, but now they're 9-14-3 in their last 26 games. That's not a playoff team.
No, and we have a big game coming up with the BJs. That's a 4-point game. That's a 4-point game with the BJs coming up.
Oh, and like I said, I'm sure they are licking their chops just waiting to come in here and play us,
Oh, I'm sure. because they see what we're doing. And they see what we're not doing. And that's score and have a cohesive defensive game. And it's demoralizing. Like, we pay to be here, and it's demoralizing to see what's going on. It sucks.
Oh,
what?
Man. Dino over Nemitz makes Zusin look like Victor Hedman.
Wow. Oh.
Dude, I'm a better armchair GM than Tom Fitzgerald as GM with his New Jersey Devils team.
I don't know what Fitzy is doing.
His drafting, fire Kate Madigan, fire Tom Fitzgerald. I'm done. I'm actually done. The more I think about it. But
so you say fire Fitzgerald. Who do you replace him with?
Well, it's actually not. I should really say
me. I'll do it.
No, Harris, Blitzer, just sell the team. Just sell the team. You don't belong here. You're a bunch of con artists. You fool's gold. This freaking team, it sucks.
Sell the team to Sam Woo, and
I was
going to
say the same thing. Sell it to Sam Woo.
You can be president of hockey operations.
Sell the team to that's fine. Sell the team to Hockey Primetime LLC. They'll buy it. You'll be the GM. What was my position going to be?
You're going to be president of hockey operations.
All right, cool. What's Beer Baron going to be?
GM. He can work at the concession stand. It's fine.
I mean, we got to give.
He'll be serving and Crew Brew. That's
you know
what? He'll be doing.
This is how I describe.
Well, and Crew Brew will be in the arena when Sam Woo owns it. That's for damn sure.
This is how I described what happened. The Devils got neutered. Somewhere this season they got neutered. They have no balls. They are a soft team. When you bring in Pesci, Dylan, all these guys in the offseason, you're ready to rumble.
You want to know when they were ready to rumble today? With 35 seconds left. 35 seconds left.
It's pathetic.
Most life I've seen at a Holla, I feel like the entire season.
And I don't know who it was on the Jets side, but just laughing at him. It's like they were down.
I think it was Tanev at that point, who was starting stuff earlier, and now he's just look at the scoreboard, guys. Look at the scoreboard. We got a six-pack up there.
By the way, I heard Tanev was available. I didn't know he went to freaking Winnipeg until today. Until I saw him on the ice. I was hoping he would maybe come to us and we get that classic picture.
Get rid of the analytics team.
All the teams
get rid of everybody.
Except
all the
us.
teams beefed up except us.
This makes me wonder. What did the ownership tell Fitzy he could do today?
I'm not sure.
To tell you the truth, look, it's a business to them. They have other interests elsewhere, like the Commanders.
I was going to say, what's his name is one win from the Super Bowl. He doesn't care about this team.
Yeah, you know what? They're overpriced. Prudential Center, the concessions, everything's overpriced.
Yep.
Because he's got to pay off the debt when he bought the Commanders. And, we're being used right now.
People are loving the Sam Woo of old. Sell the team.
I mean, I'd rather be poor with Jeff Vanderbeek and can't pay our bills than be with Joshua Harris and David Blitzer and be filthy rich. I'd rather be poor again.
We're gonna have to start hearing from Blitzer or David Blitzer again. I think in some of the podcasts.
It's been a while since that.
Oh.
It's been a while since the Conan
Yeah,
O'Brien
we're
sketch.
I think
Here on
I think I may
show.
still have it in this studio. You know. Well, I have this one. This is the Devil's season right now, right there. That's the Devil's
Yellard.
season. Yeah. We might as well take the team behind the barn. That's what Hellebuck did to us.
I mean, it feels like it. They don't have life out there. We've been saying it for weeks. Everyone on YouTube here has been saying it for this week. For weeks. They don't play a 60-minute game. They show up for like half of it, if that, and they get behind. They don't have that finish. Now they've lost Jack Hughes and Dougie Hamilton. You're a one-line team. You have you have all of your offensive power on the top line with Nico, Jesper, and Timo. And don't get me wrong, I gotta say the person who I think played the best tonight was Timo Meyer. And he's been. I know he hasn't put the puck in the net a lot, but his game has been solid. Other than that, in the last 2 games he did score finally. But if there was someone out there who was giving effort, Timo Meyer to me would be the first person on my list.
Here's my question for you. With it, because I feel like we've been behind the 8 ball since the start of the season. Is it the fitness level of this team?
I don't know.
Because
I don't know.
I feel like the way the season started in Europe, we got a truncated training.
But they just had
preseason.
2 weeks off. They just had 2 weeks off for the Four Nations.
But
they've
but
had
here's the
plenty of
thing,
time
though.
to rest.
That's fine. Rest is one thing. But if you're not properly conditioned going into the season, you're playing catch up the entire time of the season. Like it was a constant game, and games are great, but games and practice are totally different situations. Like, is it a fitness thing that they were not able to build that base layer of fitness at the beginning when they should have, because the NHL had us going over to Europe? Because I feel like we've been behind the 8 ball for a lot of the season. I mean, maybe I'm just grasping at straws, trying to find something. But
I think this is two comments right here. Serve, they aren't showing passion, and then Dubs. Winnipeg was still forechecking hard, up 5
to the very
with
end.
a minute left.
Yeah.
Relentless at all times, no matter what. That's what we saw in the beginning of the year, and then right around Christmas, poof, it went and done disappeared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not been good.
Freaking team
And you're right.
sucks.
Get Timo off the left wing. Didn't we learn that with Lindy? Like, what? I don't get it.
No, I don't get it either. I don't get it either. Uh-oh.
It's very, very disappointing.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what who's coaching right now. It's the organization. It's the organization that sucks now.
We've not been a fan of the organization.
Eddie, if Lou was here, Sheldon Keefe would have been out on his ass by now. I guarantee you, Lou would have made a change already.
Yeah.
And we know Fitzgerald does not work that way. He waits and waits and waits. And I'm not saying Sheldon Keefe should be fired and need to kind of look into this more. I can't 100% say it's the coach or the team right now. But if Lou was here, a change would have been made.
I would love to know what's going on in that locker room, that there's something missing. It's a disconnect somewhere. And that's without a doubt. Like, you just see that. The heart's not there. The fight, the passion, it's just not there. And, seeing Markstrom as disgusted as he was, it was, to me, very troublesome. I've been in that position, and it sucks. It sucks to know that you have to be perfect for your team.
It's like having Billy Dean play defense for you. That's not a winning way right there. Come on.
Oh my gosh. It's when you're in Markstrom's position, you have this feeling you need to be perfect in order for you to win. And that's a difficult place to be, because you start playing a little bit tighter, you start playing a little bit more uptight. And it's not good.
Woo! Thank you, Johnny Danks.
Hey, Johnny Danks. Thank you.
Yeah, and I don't know. There may not be any football calls for the rest of the year if Dougie doesn't come back. We'll have to see how that all turns out.
Although I see Sammy's working the phones over here. We might have a special guest coming up.
We might
have a special guest coming up, so Scotty.
Yeah, just give me a second.
I know, you're working the phones. I see you working the phones.
I'm working it.
You're working the phones.
Really? Because I was ready to end this right now.
No. No, the special guest is going to be well worth it.
Yeah. Because, this particular guest was
We're a
listening
podcast
in.
up to people.
Yeah. Scotty, I'm going to have to figure out how this can be done because we're doing this live, and I'm trying to get this guest on right now.
Yeah. He's
but
working the phones.
I wouldn't be able to do it in the studio. But we'll just give me 1 second here. I think I got it now.
We're gonna bandit this.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a little bit lowbrow, a little bit low. But the guest is coming on. Scotty,
he's not happy.
No, Scotty, have some real good questions prepared.
Yeah.
For the next guest that's coming on.
Yeah. Can't believe this is happening.
I know. We weren't expecting this.
Yeah.
Not after tonight.
Please welcome. To Devils After Dark, managing partner of the New Jersey Devils, David Blitzer. I'm mad, Scotty. This team sucks.
Hey. David, it sounds like you're having a party. What's going on over there? Shouldn't you be kind of, upset that this team seems to be, crumbling right now?
Crumbling? We're behind the barn right now, digging our grave.
Whoa, was that jelly? Holy crap, jelly just went by my head.
What? What are your plans to, try to finish the season strong, David? What is the team working on? What are you looking for out of them?
We're trying to squeeze every bit of cash out of these Devils fans and pretend like we're going to make it to the playoffs and go far. Give us your money. And renew your season tickets right now.
David, I gotta say, I do love your mustache that you have going on. That's very stylish of you. Did you grow that for the playoffs?
Playoffs? No, I grew that for my bank account. It's been a good year, fooling all these fans that we actually have a team.
Is the helicopter gassed up? Because I think I have a few people that might need a ride home tonight.
The helicopter is gassed up. It's right on the rooftop of the Rock. Joshy Boy and I are going to go home and enjoy the money we made tonight over these fans. They'll get over that 6-1 loss, I'm sure.
What do you feel is your breaking point, though, on this season, David? You seem very optimistic at this point. The Devils seem to be going the opposite way in the standings. What would you consider, a worrisome trend where you feel there's some problems and issues going on?
A breaking point? You mean the break-even point? Well, the trend that's going right now are ticket prices are going down, and nobody's buying tickets right now. That's what I'm worried about. The break-even point.
Well, it's good to see that you have your priorities in order here, Mr. Blitzer. What did you think of the play of the Devils tonight?
Well, the future is bright in New Jersey. The future is bright in Jersey. And I thought the play, we could have done better. But heck, the fans paid the tickets. We're okay with this.
Are we going into another rebuild? Is that what we're looking at here? Is another rebuild with this organization? Because I feel like we've been rebuilding for like the past 15 years, under your esteemed leadership. So what is the plan here?
The plan is we want to have a value-added benefit of being a season ticket holder. Instead of rebuilding, we're going to be reloading with a bunch of crap like we have since our tenure, since Josh and I bought the team in 2013. We're trying to be a great steward of this beautiful franchise, the 3-time Stanley Cup champions, which we're still stuck on 3. But we're trying. We're trying.
And are there any incentives for the, next year's season ticket plan holders? I don't know if you've ever met a colleague of mine. He goes by the name of Sam by God Woo. He's the king of the football calls. But he has suggested an incentive for season ticket plans, season ticket holders, to coach the team for a day. That's one incentive he would like to see added for season ticket holders. What do you think about that sort of idea?
I think it's a great idea because I don't have to pay Sheldon for a day. That's a big contract.
Sam Woo does take Woo bucks. So do you operate in Woo buck currency, or is it just strictly helicopter gas?
Bitcoin. I'll do Bitcoin.
Okay.
Not Doge?
Well,
Those are for poor people. Bitcoin are for the rich, like me.
Well, Mr. Blitzer, I want to thank you for taking some time to stop here on this podcast, Devils After Dark, on the Let's Go Devils podcast network, to share your thoughts on the current team struggles. I don't want to hold you up. As you said, you and Joshy Boy got some partying to go to. It sounds like the party has already started on the helicopter there. And I don't want to keep you from it. I know the champagne bottles must have already been popped.
Already popped. We're ready to swim in Joshy Boy's money bin like Scrooge McDuck and enjoy all the proceeds of this game. And I just want to let the fans know out there that we're in it to win it. Just give us some time.
The future is bright.
The future is bright, and the value-added benefit of season tickets is that we get you to renew, and you get a stupid jersey every 5 years.
At the break
Well,
even
Mr.
point.
Blitzer, thank you. It was an honor for you to come on this show here and express, your feelings on the current state of the team. Do you have any final statements you want to say?
Drink some Man Crew brew. That will make your life a lot better.
Well, we thank you for the plug, Mr. Blitzer. If you wouldn't mind maybe putting the beer into the arena at some of the stands, that would be very, very appreciative of by us.
No, marketing team will give us cease and desist letters to you guys.
Well, thank you, Mr. Blitzer. I don't want to take up any more of your time. Ladies and gentlemen, David Blitzer here on the podcast.
Wow.
Thank you.
Wow. That was a great
Unbelievable.
interview. That was on the spot, Scotty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I felt a lot of pressure. I was sweating bullets over here,
Oh, yeah. I mean, he talked about value-added benefit, the break-even point. I never heard such a thing from an owner, but,
The break-even point. Jeez. Wow.
Well, there's nowhere to go but up from here,
Yeah. If there's a rock bottom, I think we just found it.
We just hit it.
Hey, you know what? We're getting better guests on this podcast. Right now we're not happy with ownership. I'll admit it. But to have David Blitzer come on like that onto this podcast.
You got blitzed by David Blitzer.
Yeah, David Blitzer. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Next
Well, this
thing you
one
know-
goes down in the books.
Next thing we
as
know,
one of
it'll
the,
be next thing we know, it'll be a Blitzkrieg bop.
New idea. New night. A Blitzkrieg Bach night here at the Rock. Here we go.
Now
Let's
I
wrap this
feel
up
better.
before we get stewed.
Yeah, seriously, we're really towing some lines here. And we get to what? We get to do this all again on Sunday.
On Sunday.
Sunday, earlier in the day.
Yes,
Yeah, Vinny and I will be
1
there
o'clock
about.
Eastern.
Yeah, Vinny and I will be there about noon. I should just get up and start drinking when I wake up on Sunday morning. Beer for
Devil's
breakfast.
Crypto coin.
maybe we'll pull a Ponzi scheme with our own crypto coin.
Oh, the Woo
first step to
coin.
quitting is admitting. Help to pay Palat's paycheck. Oh, I'm so happy that we can all at least, try to laugh our misery away here from what's going on with this.
Hey, you know what? It's it's very nice of Mr. Blitzer to come on to this podcast and face the music.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very brave of him.
Yeah.
Very brave of him.
Yeah.
And thank you to everyone on YouTube, X, and Facebook for at least having some fun here and joking around with us and trying to,
That's all we got.
wallow in the misery of the way this season seems to be heading. Ugh. 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 That's it.
That's how we should open up
yeah,
the big show on Sunday. But we won't tell Beer Baron. We won't tell Beer
Or
Baron.
the Price is Right one.
Maybe we should post that on our social media pages. Scotty's interview with David Blitzer.
It can be done. It can be done. We just got to isolate it.
Yeah.
I'll get sued for all I'm worth. Thanks, Sam. That's just what I'm looking for.
Yeah,
over here.
that'll be one of your greatest hits. I'm sure you've done interviews
Yeah.
with Ozzy and all these celebrity guests that you've had on Sirius XM. Maybe you should send that to Roger Allen Wade.
Oh, he'll love it. Yeah, he'll love it.
Yeah.
Ron will love it.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's wrap this bad boy up.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Shorts Guy, for
You're welcome.
being brave and making it all the way through that game live and in person.
Yeah, it was a rough one.
I know at least here I was able to get distracted by doing some work and some other things, while it was happening. But Devils lose yet again.
Yep.
Blown out of the water. Not even a close game. No fight. No finish.
And
no
now we got
nothing.
the Flyers. Mm-hmm. Yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, isn't this great? Yeah. Hey, at least there's beer
Well,
here.
Sam, there's beer.
There's beer.
Yeah.
Beer never broke my heart, I can tell you that.
Want to thank all those tuning in. Hang in there, Devils fans. Just hang in there.
We got this. We got this.
We got this.
Yeah, I got beer. That's what I got is beer. Oh, look. A maple leaf on my beer glass there, Sam.
Wow. Anyway, till next time, let's go Devils.